City. Welcome to All Night with Joey Reynolds. Joey's guest tonight, actor Lou Martini Jr. Canadian actor Stephen Scott. Best-selling author Jerome Corsi. Musical guest Buddy Love. Rapper Kritikal. And singer Kirsten Holly Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Reynolds.
Oh, I'm not Glenn Beck. Thank God, huh? Well, thanks somebody. You got to. I think somewhere along the line, I decided to not wear the tie and look like a newsman, and I've done this whole thing. Now, Carl, I don't know. Do you approve of this?
I love it.
This kind of look. The turtleneck doesn't work. The sweater they made me take off. Does this pass the NBC censor?
I love it. You know what I like about it? It marries beautifully. It has that whole.
Yeah.
I could do a whole dress-up thing.
But
right
would
now.
you wear it to the Grammys?
Yes, I would.
With a hair that looks like a cake. You know, the green carpet. Somebody ought to dress as a green carpet. You know, instead of the red carpet that they have to walk on. Last night, did you see the show at all?
I saw pieces of it, in and out.
You don't watch it?
No, I couldn't. I just
well,
can't.
Mick Jagger. I mean, an opening.
I thought that was one of the best things. I like that.
So you saw something?
I said.
Mick Jagger was the opening act for Barbra Streisand. Do you ever think you'd see that?
No.
And Barbra Streisand looked like she needs some work. I mean, I love her. She sang great, but she got that blonde hair and a little bit on America's, what do they call that show where you lose the weight? America's Greatest Weight Loss?
She could apply.
I think she's got a little problem right now. But she's lost her
the edge?
The edge, yeah. But it's good. I mean, you know, she was wonderful. The production was great.
Yes.
And the problem was it was on CBS. Now, if it had been on NBC, they wouldn't have had all that swearing because they would have taped it. They should have taped Eminem's mouth is what they should have taped. Now, Eminem was a little bit vulgar last night. He slipped a couple of words. You know, in my neighborhood, mother's half a word anyway. And think about it for a minute. It'll hit you later. It'll hit you on the way home. But there were some moments. There were some moments last night. And the winds today in New York, we have a very windy day here. You probably know that. I mean, you know, yesterday and today we're having heavy winds. As a matter of fact, it was so windy.
I was going to ask, how windy was it, Joey?
I think Charlie Sheen lost his blow. That's how windy it was.
We weren't going to do the Bishop thing. That's
no, we're not going to do that.
Story again. Okay.
Martin Sheen and Bishop Sheen. I don't think I want to go there tonight. But it's been a revelation to be on the television every night and to be there between midnight and 2 for everybody on all the cable systems and over the air on NBC Channel 4.2. If you are watching us on digital TV, that's our television channel. And digital television, the new technology. Now that everybody's embraced the technology, we've gotten into the language of the generation. Now we're all 4G. Everybody is saying platform now, right? We've been saying this is the first platform of our triplecast. And social networking, ever since the association in Egypt, you know, they talked about the great loss of power to the people when there was no internet, and the internet was cut short and everybody was not able to communicate. But we're back in action with that language now, and this is a social network. I think you've heard us call this the world's friendliest chat room, and that's what we are. Now, you know, things are so calm in Egypt now, but they flared up all in other parts of the world, as you probably know, and the other Arab nations. So I gave up my Camel cigarettes. I'm not going to smoke them anymore. No more Camels in my life. Now, I went outside, and you know what I do? I look for an Egyptian. I wanted to find someone in Times Square that had that same great flavor that we saw with the Egyptian people when they got their freedom in Cairo. So let's roll that tape of me going out to the Egyptian we found. One guy. But come on, you know, Egypt had a little situation, right? Did you know that? Follow me. Follow me. I know where there's an Egyptian. This is Times Square. This is the celebration of Egypt's independence. One guy. Just one guy. Now you got to get off the phone.
What's up, my friend?
I want to talk to Mahmoud. See, this is the celebration. This is the Egyptian freedom. Just one guy, right?
What's up, my friend? Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you're the only thing we have celebrating freedom in Egypt.
Yeah?
There's nobody else here. You see any other Egyptians?
No, only we are Egyptians here.
You're the only one, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Are you
sir.
excited?
Excited? Of course.
Hey, you guys, you want to talk to me on the television? Where are you going? Where are you going? You're running away. Wait a minute. Why are you running away? You have a beautiful young lady? Come over here. Knock it off. This is not a news show. You're not doing anything wrong.
Who are?
Mahmoud, get off the phone. Come on, do some work. All right. We want to talk to somebody interesting. I heard you were interesting. How are you? Not interesting? So what do you think about what's happening there?
Huh? I think what, but
We don't know yet, do we?
no, I know, but it's a lot of trouble there. So now the army.
Oh,
is,
I know.
You know.
This is exactly the point.
Yes.
I am running the country.
Yes.
Kids
So where are you from?
from outside Philadelphia.
Where? What? There's a whole thing. It's called.
Landenberg, Pennsylvania.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You
right
know,
near Kennett
Amish
Square.
country, right?
Yeah, close by.
Yeah.
Close by.
I got ratings when I was on the air in Philadelphia. They said thou sucks. You're busy. You got somebody in there? Oh, that's right. Myra, don't pay him, Myra. I know who I know you're. Listen, I know your passenger. That's all right. She doesn't tip well. What do you do?
Go to school, play soccer.
Really? Oh,
Pretty much.
soccer's great. You got great legs. I shouldn't say that about your daughter.
Yeah,
She's
13.
your daughter, right?
13.
I don't know anymore. You know, there's a lot of funny things going on now,
That's
like Justin Bieber or Bieber. What the hell is
Lucky
his name?
the girl.
He looks. People have been wondering who's going to run Egypt.
Mubarak is no good.
Me.
You?
Yeah. You need a guy like me. Don't
Yeah.
you want to have some fun?
No, we need.
So are you having fun? Did you have a good ride?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
To me either.
Where are you from?
Detroit.
Oh, good. Well, that's a
Michigan.
good city.
Yep.
I worked at WXYZ.
WXYZ.
Yeah.
News radio.
Channel 7.
Channel 7.
Remember?
Okay, I've been on Channel 7.
I was there when Bill Bonds was sober.
Oh, really?
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I was probably just growing up.
Yeah, you were.
Yep.
The way of your cab ride?
Certainly not. You're only.
All right, you don't mind taking time with me, do you?
What's that?
Where are you from?
I'll spend time with you. Turn the camera off.
Where
We
you
don't have
from?
a good time.
No, you got to be on camera. That's the fun of it. Who do you like in the films? Who do you like in the movies? You got to like somebody. Come on.
Favorite actor?
Pull it out of your head here.
My favorite actress.
Who?
I like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, well, you like all the pretty boys. Come on.
That's exactly.
Don't you like any ugly people like me? I mean, like I like. Said it wrong. All right, now look up there. You see that billboard? What is it?
V.
See, so this is all Detroit all the time. Look at that.
Always.
We're right under the Cadillac sign here. What do you do?
I'm a physical therapist.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good. So you keep these guys in shape.
Yeah, they keep me running.
Can I have an adjustment?
Right. Well, I don't adjust, so.
No, you don't do that?
No.
No adjustments from
No
physical
adjustments.
therapists?
Oh, exercise. You can exercise. I'll teach you how to
No,
exercise.
I don't want that. The only adjustment I have is from the credit bureau. They gave me a 600 score.
Oh boy. Yeah,
Well,
that's not
thank
good.
you guys for
Well, thanks.
talking to me.
No problem. It was our pleasure.
I realize you wasted a lot of time here tonight, and I don't have anything to give you.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Just enjoy yourself and try to
But
stay
I'm
warm.
on the television anytime you watch, all right? Or on the internet, too. You can go to allnightwithjoeyreynolds.com.
You got it?
All right?
Sounds good.
You
Appreciate
do that?
it.
All right.
And I love your outfit.
Thank you.
And I love your oogs.
Have a
God-
great night, guys.
Well, if you're feeling a little old, it's probably because you don't know who Justin Bieber and Jesse Eisenberg are. He's around tomorrow, you know, with this Academy Award nomination for Social Network. That's what we're doing. We're socially networking. And speaking of that, we've got Stephen Scott is coming out. Is he ready? Stephen, ready? He's gonna do some instruments with his mouth, and also he's Marvin Scott's son. which he hates my saying, but you know, that's the fact of life here. So we'll be right out with Stephen Scott in just a minute.
Time to go to bed. What are you doing up at this hour? It's a school night. Go to sleep. Don't make me come over there.
When New York celebrities have something to say, they head for the stoop.
This is my stoop. I gotta come to the stoop.
Talk Stoop.
I feel like we're so close that we could kiss. This is a whole other kind of stoop.
It's where Kat Greenleaf gets people talking.
What? Really? Yep. That's amazing. Yes. Listen, Naked. Do you mind if I call you Naked? Tell me something good.
The best of New York on a stoop in Brooklyn.
The celebrity butts that have graced the stoop.
Talk Stoop, weeknights at 8 on New York Nonstop. Sponsored by Cozy. Life should be delicious.
I'm an anchor and a pilot.
I am passionate about chocolate.
I am a ballerina.
I'm the daughter of a jazz musician.
I am a 4-time New York Golden Glove champion.
I'm my grandpa.
Yeah, I'm a grandma.
I'm interested in the story behind the story.
I'm making this look natural.
I am glamorous.
I'm an anchor and a blues girl.
I am all about my craft.
I am New York.
I am New York.
I'm a New Yorker.
I am New York.
I am New York.
I recommend a steak.
This place is
I recommend this place.
We're all about New Yorkers. LX New York. It's the story of the moment. A taste of the best. It's opening night. A helping hand. The characters of New York. The spirit of New York. Told our way. LX New York. Weekdays at 5. We're all over town.
So I had a Valentine's Day yesterday that was pretty exciting. Nobody sent me a card. I got no candy, I got no flowers. That's a perfect day. Well, we got President's Weekend. You can buy me a mattress. Here's Stephen Scott. He's coming out here now. Hi, Stephen. Where is this guy?
Oh my goodness! Hey, am I in the right place? Is this Late Night with Jimmy Fallon?
No.
Oh, sorry. How you doing? What's up, Joey? How you been? Good to see you again, my friend.
Jimmy Fallon's in the main room.
No, it's a few blocks up the street.
No, this is, you know, this is a particularly busy night. It was.
Please have a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Until you got here. The crowd was outside.
Oh, really? Where'd they go?
They're holding torches.
Oh, you sure? You're making it sound like it's Cairo.
No, that's over.
I heard you talking about Egypt in the first second. You know, I had to cancel my gig. I was supposed to be at the Comedy Tomb in downtown Cairo.
The Comedy Tomb?
Well, they have 3 clubs there. It's the Comedy Pyramid, the Comedy Tomb, and then Mummies. I don't play Mummies at the Comedy Pyramid, but Comedy Tomb is a good club.
Or don't tell mummies.
But yeah, right. Hey, there you go. But actually, I, in support of my Egyptian brethren, I also canceled my trip to the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, and I threw away my Egyptian cotton bed sheets. Yeah. And I also threw away my original copy of the Bangles' 1986 #1 hit single, Walk Like an Egyptian. Yeah. And I am going to miss that one. Fight the power.
Well, you're back from a Caribbean.
I'm back from the Caribbean, yes. I had a good time. I cruised a little bit, went to the islands. Perfect place to be this time of year in New York.
So who was there?
Who was it? Me. I was
No,
there.
I mean, who was in the islands?
Well, I did a couple of cruises, and so I was in, went to St. Thomas, San Juan, Antigua. I got to tell you something. Honestly, I think there's just one Caribbean island. And what they do is they just take the ship to the other side of the island and change the sign. Because it's all the same thing. You know?
But it's nice and warm.
It's very warm. And then you go through a culture shock when you come back to New York and it's freezing. But it's
we're
good.
getting out of it now.
Yeah.
I mean, the last couple of days, we're in a warming trend now.
Yeah, you got to come on a cruise. We got to cruise together one day.
I've done this.
I know, yeah. We should do. Well, I tell you, these ships, I don't know if you've been on some of these ships, Joey, but they're huge now. I mean, this ain't the Love Boat. I mean, they got ships. I did the biggest ship in the world recently, okay? The ship it's the Oasis of the Seas. Okay, and so it's got over 6,000 passengers plus 2,000 crew. That's 8,000 people on one ship.
Wow.
It's like a floating city at sea. Seriously, you know when a ship might be getting a little too big is when it actually has a bad neighborhood. Okay, that's probably a good time to draw the line. Because deck 3 after 8 p.m.
Why don't you be on a big one? Why don't you just go on a little boat?
A little boat?
Yeah.
Well, like on a tugboat or something?
No, I mean something
Is
chic.
this thing on? Or?
You could go with Onassis type.
Oh, like on a private yacht?
Yeah,
Oh,
that kind of thing. Well, he was famous for that.
That's cool.
There
Do you
was
know anybody?
Well, the presidents had one. It used to sail. President Truman had it. Jimmy Carter got rid of it,
Oh, he did?
It was a Sequoia.
Like he sold it or it sank? What happened?
He sold it. It was a U.S. possession, It was a ship where Marilyn Monroe used to make regular visits to John Kennedy.
Nice.
In the stateroom.
Oh, behave.
Well, I mean, it's one of those
Your
things.
porthole or mine?
But the big ships are too hard to work, aren't they?
No, they're not hard to work. I mean, that particular ship has its own comedy club. Usually when I'm on a ship, I'm in a theater, and some of these theaters are stadium. They got over 1,000 people in the theater. I mean, they rival some of the theaters we have here on Broadway. They're huge. But this particular ship has its own comedy club. It's not the Comedy Tomb. It's the Comedy Gangway. I don't know. But they have a separate place in the ship, and it's like going to a comedy club here in the city, and you just go on the ship. It's crazy. They have everything on these ships. They got ice skating rink on a ship, and they got bowling. I went bowling the other day on a ship. They have a giant street promenade down the middle where they have like bars and stores on either side, and then like homeless people laying around and stuff. The traffic's terrible. That's bad. I couldn't get a cab all week.
No, not on the ship.
And I think I don't understand why they had to put a Costco on there. I think that was going a little far. People getting off the ship, with the truck, beep, beep, beep. What? They were on sale.
Well, I took a trip to the South Pacific. I went to Tahiti.
I've been there. Very
and
nice.
have you been on the Paul Gauguin?
I know the ship, and I've seen the ship.
But you haven't been on it. Don't tell me you know it.
Well, I know it.
You have
I was on
to
a
say
sister
you've been
ship.
on it.
No, it's an old
It's a catamaran.
ship. Yeah, it's very
what
small.
it is it's got one side and the other side, and in the middle is water.
Yes.
So you go through all of the islands.
Oh, interesting.
Bora Bora, which is well named.
I've been to Bora Bora. It's a
very
little redundant,
very
but it's
well
nice.
named. And when you get on the catamaran, which is a different style of transportation, that particular experience means that you can go in the middle and you can swim with the dolphins or the stingrays, which are even more fun.
See, that doesn't work here in the Hudson.
No. If you swim with a stingray here, it's usually an old Chevy.
You swim with the hepatitis C.
You can do that in Bayonne.
I've been to Bora Bora and Tahiti. Actually, a crazy story about Bora Bora. They lost my luggage, and we were supposed to go from Bora Bora to Hawaii, which is a 6-day thing. I had no luggage. So the cruise line said, okay, well, look, just go buy something. Well, in Bora Bora, they don't exactly have Bloomingdales, okay?
Right.
3 tiki huts together is their idea of the mall. So I literally, this is true, and I'll show you the pictures to prove it, but I went out and I bought a grass Tahitian hula skirt with like a hula bra and a flowered lei for my neck and my head, and I went out and I performed my shows dressed like that. And I told the crowd, they knew I lost my luggage, and I said, look, this is, and it wasn't cheap island wear. I mean, what I was wearing was genuine Giorgio Armani honey. I mean, it was good stuff, It chafed a little, but it looked good, and that's what I really did my shows dressed like that, and then, I borrowed clothes from somebody else, so that was my Bora Bora experience.
Well, I took this time to buy these Vietnamese knockoff discs of movies.
Okay. Oh yeah.
At $1 each, and
Yeah,
I brought every famous movie home that I wanted. And you would play it, and then about halfway through, it's like Seinfeld.
Oh yeah, it ends.
It wasn't filmed through a raincoat, but the thing is not there.
Oh, I know.
Something's
I've seen those.
off,
They have, or you're watching it. It's in the back of the theater. You see people getting up and
No,
walking
that's
out.
the Seinfeld one. They don't have that one so much. There was a show that had that. Remember? It was
Mystery Science.
Yeah, there was a theater
Yeah.
setting. I wanted to do a radio show on television that way. That was the original concept of this show, was to have the cameras behind me, and so you would only see the guests. and you would never see my face.
But then we wouldn't see your lovely Shane.
Right. Well, but that would be the funny part is that you see a guy, the mystery.
Oh, you're like Charlie from Charlie's Angels.
Well, yeah.
Or the neighbor on Home Improvement.
Yeah, except they never got more popular than the stars of the show.
Right.
So what you want to do is you want to be that person that people never notice what you look like, but you can go anywhere.
Oh, that's
cool.
See,
the problem with fame is when you are famous, you can't do what you used to do.
Right.
You know, I mean, right now, nobody gives
Apparently that hasn't affected Charlie Sheen.
No, and it hasn't affected me either. So I go outside now, and there's starting to be some people who have actually seen the show.
Right, oh, okay.
And we have a little footage of that, too.
Nice.
Which I don't know, did we take that tonight? We're going to show that in a little bit? You want to do that now or later? All right, so the Reynolds rap is my going outside and doing what, you know, Steve Allen did this years ago.
Right. Man on the street.
In L.A., he used to go outside because they had these big cameras, and you could only put one camera in the studio and one outside.
Right.
They were heavy. The lighting was different. The mics were different. Yeah, I mean, everything was.
And there's nowhere to go to talk to people in LA. There's just a freeway, you know.
Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. LA does have on Sunset Boulevard and on Hollywood Boulevard. There are people, but you have to really. If you can't get the right ones because it's a goofball town, you've got to start creating them. So he did with Louis Nye and Bill Dana, Jose Jimenez, the guy who was the Manhattan guy. You know, he did a whole bit he did a lot of characters. Now here, we don't have to do that.
Right. Oh, that's so true.
Because they exist.
Yes.
And I'm having fun with the regular people because I think the regular people never got a shot.
Right.
And, you know, the difference is like on the jaywalk, you know, you go out and you find out how dumb everybody is. On this walk, you find out how dumb I am, which is really the opposite of what he's doing.
Okay,
so, you know,
that's original.
It's just another approach. So I guess, can we take this thing now, or you want to? All right. All right, so this is the walk that we did. This is the little thing that we went outside with tonight.
Cool.
Share it with you. Why are you here for what?
I'm here for the fabulous Joey Reynolds TV show.
He's not here anymore. Joey don't live here no more. This is a good way to get girls.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
How old are you now? 20? 20 years old?
Yeah, 20 years old.
You want a girl?
Yeah.
Give him some chips. But make him from Vegas.
Thank you.
$100 chips. Black ones from the table. That's how you get girls.
Yeah.
You want chips too? These are my Egyptian friends. Hey, you guys, you know what?
Free chips?
You say, of course it's free. You're not going to pay for anything here. Now, these are things they're called popcorners. Now, they're not really chips.
This popcorn.
Yeah, you got to taste them. Come on, you guys. Now, lady, stop there. Wait a minute. I got something free.
All right.
Joey Reynolds, see that? Okay, remember me, the guy that gave you the popcorner. Okay. What's your name?
Steven.
Steve, you live with her?
Yeah.
Don't tell your mother.
Are you trying to get a sponsorship?
No. We're not trying to get a sponsorship. No. We have one already.
Okay.
I want you to.
I saw you were trying to get
no, what trying?
Coca-Cola.
No.
Diet Pepsi.
Would I beg? Of course I would. What's your name?
Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
To meet you.
Where do you live?
In New York City.
You ever watch the show?
Yeah.
You're the first guy I ever met who watches this show.
I got a lot of spare time at night.
You must have a lot of free time. Nobody watches this show. Even the management doesn't watch this show. NBC hasn't heard me say, they haven't heard any of that. Did I bleep?
I don't have cable. I don't have cable. I just have regular.
Over-the-air digital television. Well, you're a good suspect. See, that's me over there. That's my name there. I don't care if you ever eat these. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
You probably invented these things.
I wish I invented.
Have you tasted them?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Well, let's see you eat one then.
All right.
Let's see how awesome this is. An unshaven young man eating popcorners.
All right.
All right. This is a pop corner. This is my corner here. See, my corner is Times Square. Okay. That's my show in there, see? But I want you to remember, when you go home, I want you to watch me on television.
What time?
Because you'll see something really cool yourself. You want to eat some of those things?
All right, sure. Why not?
You can have them. I mean, you can take them home. You don't have to do a commercial.
Okay.
You know, I just want to get you to stop. I figure if I give something away, I'll get you to sucker you into something.
Oh,
What do
I would have stopped anyway.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for Transit, MTA.
Oh my God. Then you must know Denzel Washington.
No, unfortunately.
Wait a minute. This is not a commercial.
Okay.
Here, I'm giving you something free.
Thank you.
What do you, don't suspect, you suspect anybody, right? See that name in there? On the wall, what does it say? Read it.
Betsam?
No.
Betsam?
No, come on, read a little closer, come on. Let's get it right here. That NASDAQ is the window.
NASDAQ, yes.
What does it say on the wall?
Oh, NBC, New York.
All night where?
All night with Joy Rain.
We need a victim.
Sure.
Oh, you got a heart. Happy day after Valentine's Day.
Happy VD Day.
That doesn't sound right. It sounds like a disease.
Yeah, I want some pepper.
Yeah, sure you do. Come on. Hello, little girl. How are you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have nice manners, too. It's your birthday?
Yes.
What's your name?
Eden.
I'm Joey. Glad to meet you. You're a sweetheart. I love your little heart, too.
Hi, Joey.
Hi, sweetie. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, the kettle ones. I like the kettle ones. There's no fat, no trans fats?
None.
Where's the fun, then? You know, should I put mayonnaise on them?
Exactly. Yeah, you have to dip them in mayonnaise. Dip them in mayo.
Ooh, these are good.
Well,
See, now there's Ugly Betty up there. That you don't want to be that.
Ugly Betty does so Rachel Ray. Everybody says I look like her.
Oh, no, she's pretty.
Ouch. Ouch.
Hey, you guys want some?
There you go.
Even I like them. Oh, wait. Come on. They're good. Take some of mine.
Oh, thank you.
Because if it's not poison, then I'll eat it. Like Bill O'Reilly, I need a taster.
All night with Joy Reynolds.
It takes them all night to say it. That's me.
Oh.
And I wanted to give you some popcorners because I figured I could get you to.
It is good?
Yes, it's good.
Can I?
You can have them now, but you got to take your gloves off. I don't think you want to be eating popcorners with your gloves on. What's your name?
Nelly.
Don't talk with your mouth full. What's your name?
Marcus.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
Oh, another two. All right, now, you know, I'm on television every night, midnight till 2, watch the show.
Okay.
And you'll see yourselves on it. Come on, let me get out of the way so people can see your face. See that? Did you watch the Grammys other night? Huh? You didn't watch the Grammys?
No, we went out.
You buy music?
Yeah.
You steal it?
No.
They lie. Thank you for the download. I mean for the, I'll see you guys later.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, we're good. I like it.
Yummy.
Must have found a sponsor.
Popcorners. The operative word is popcorners.
Guys who own the company are here, I think.
Oh, that's smart. That's cool.
That's how we got all these free
And
things.
they come in all sorts of flavors. We have kettle.
It's better than when they were handing out.
We have cheesy jalapeno.
They were handing out the condoms in the subway. Remember that?
Yeah, those don't taste as good though.
No. So are you having a good time here tonight?
I'm great. I'm always having a great time with you, Joe. You know that.
Do you
I just have to wear makeup now. On the radio, you don't have to worry about that.
I think one of these big national talk shows on network television would stop and go outside and do this for about 5 minutes.
I don't think they'd have the patience.
Fool around with the public. You think they have to be quick editing everything? What's this real editing thing that everybody's saying? You know, we want to cut everything so short. Their lives are like with a bris.
Well, we're an ADD society.
Is that what it is?
So everything's like boom, boom, boom. You know, and it's and there's so many options now. People feel like they're missing something. So what's this? Okay, next. You know, and that's why they got to move quick. We're movers and shakers, Joey.
I don't know if I'm so happy about that. Lou Martini's coming.
But this show's been brought to you by Corn Poppers. For the lovely corn popping.
No, don't do that yet. They're not paying for it.
Oh.
Get out of here.
These are lousy.
No, don't do that. It's worse. Bring Lou Martini out here. Louie, where is he? We're going to take a break first. All right.
Oh.
Well, eat some more of these.
Eat some more of these.
Kill some time. We'll be right back.
This is Lou Martini Jr. getting ready to do the hottest show in New York City, the Joey Reynolds Show. And as maybe some of my ex-castmates from The Sopranos used to say, you better keep watching. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh!
I'm Elizabeth Hasselbeck. If you're like me, you probably don't have a lot of free time to exercise and keep yourself in shape. For me, the answer is the Ab Glider from Proform. I can't tell you how much I love this amazing machine. It's a great fat-burning cardio workout too, and it's fun.
Unlike other ab machines, the Ab Glider combines circular and crunch motions for a fast, fun workout of your entire midsection. You engage more muscles, get a better cardio workout, and burn twice the calories of other ab machines.
I went from an 11 to a size 4. 20 inches total. It's really easy and it's fun.
With this offer, you'll get an onboard workout computer, Elizabeth's 3-minute rapid results DVD, and her amazing abs instructional DVD, plus her amazing abs eating guide, a $159 value, free. Try the Ab Glider now for 30 days, risk-free for as little as $14.95. If you're not totally satisfied, you can return it for a full refund.
You can't find a better way to get better abs at a better price, and getting started is easy. Just call or go online to proform.com.
Are you holding the remote right now? It's nice to be in control, isn't it? To fast forward to the good parts? Oh, hold on. We're getting to the good part. If you're receiving a structured settlement from a lawsuit, you know it is not easy to wait for payments, especially when it could be 10 or 20 years before you collect all your money. What you may not know is that you can skip ahead and receive a lump sum of cash now. Call CBC Settlement Funding for a free, no-obligation offer about your structured settlement. Whether you access all or just a portion of your future payments, we put you in control so you can fast forward and collect your money now. If you need cash now, call the number on your screen and find out how CBC Settlement Funding can help. We'll guide you through the process so you can take control of your finances and get your money faster. Call CBC Settlement Funding today.
Stephen Scott, of course, has Facebook. And what was it about Mubarak?
Well, oh, no, yeah, we already stupid things on Facebook. No, I said, arguably, the reason that Mubarak didn't want to leave is because you could say he is, in fact, in a state of denial. But,
no, don't put it'd be fun. There's
it works as a Facebook
well, you need
status.
an audience, that's all. No, here's Lou now. Blue Lou Martini. Is it Blue Lou? Is it the same guy? I don't know. We'll find out.
I think one's a porn star.
Lou, come on in here. Oh, he is?
No, not this one.
No, this is Lou the actor. The Hollywood actor.
That's my good luck charm, Uncle Joey.
Come on, Louie. How are you?
Every time you book me, I book a job.
Is that right?
I'm serious.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Are you Blue Lou?
Blue Lou.
I don't
hey,
know
Lou,
who that
I'm Steve, man.
Nice
Good to
to
see you,
meet
buddy.
you.
Good to see
You're
you.
a funny guy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Really. I mean, you're a funny
looks
guy.
aren't everything, though.
But I booked a job today again. It used to happen on the radio show all the time. Every time I do this radio show, I would book a job that day.
How about that?
He's my good luck charm. Good to see you, Uncle Joey. Congratulations on the new
bravo.
gigs.
You like it?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very
More
nice.
importantly than anything regarding any of us, have you tried corn poppers? These are the most delicious snack time treat. Have you tried one?
Is it a corn or is it a pop?
It's a
tried
kettle.
this last week with Pepsi. They had a bigger budget. So, Lou, what you been doing?
Well, I got the good news. Also, like I said, I booked a job today. I'm going to be doing a movie called Glow with Jimmy Caan and Danny Nucci, which is very exciting.
Nice.
So my summer will be booked for about a month in the
Danny
summer.
Nucci?
That's cool. Yeah, Danny Nucci.
Oh, I know his sister.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice guy.
yeah,
I heard good things about Danny.
Yeah.
And we'll be playing buddies in the movie, so
that's
cool.
That's cool.
And then also we got good news is, and I don't know if you're going to show the trailer or you've been a champion of this movie for a long time. You've had Carmine Familiarity, the producer on your radio show, and Matt, the director. We did an independent movie, a small independent movie called Pounds that we're all very proud of.
Are you talking about America's weight loss?
Yeah, it's the little movie that keeps on going. It's about a young man with a food addiction, probably a corn popper addiction.
Yeah, there we go.
After this, but we got nominated for a Spirit Award for the best independent film, the John Cassavetes Award. So we're all going out there and.
That's great.
Did you ever meet John Cassavetes?
No, my father was a friend of his though.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
You know, he's the guy who was one of the guys with him was Seymour. I just forgot his name for a minute.
Cassell.
Yeah, thank you.
Cassell, yes.
Wow.
Terrific
Seymour
actor.
Cassell was in that crowd they were not trying to be anything, they just were.
Yeah, with Ben Gazzara and Peter Falk that are wonderful. And
I've had Peter on the show, and I've had Seymour on the show with, I think the last time he was here with, I forget who it was. There was another one of these wonderful actors.
From that old crew? Or,
yeah. You know that.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
We don't have that crowd anymore. See.
Yeah.
Then we don't have the music crowd. Like today, we lost George Shearing died. You know,
Right.
and we keep losing these genuinely brilliant people.
Does that mean they're going to be 2 more?
Margaret
now?
Whiting? No, it doesn't. I don't go in threes. You must work in the newsroom. You must be next to your father.
Yeah.
So the great actors and people we have lost this year. Every year it seems like there's more. Maybe because I'm getting older.
We're
or
getting
something.
older, Joey. That's what it is.
I'm noticing it anyway, and it seems like we're not replacing them quickly. We're having a lot of names that I don't know.
Well, we're replacing them with people like Snooki. It's just a little different.
That's because celebrity has changed. Like you talk about all the time, the celebrity has changed. Before, you'd have to be some kind of
have a
some
talent,
kind of talent to be recognized, and now it's just about being recognized for doing something stupid, getting drunk on a beach or something.
That's it.
Or acting out. And you know, like I was watching that extra show, which I commented on a number of times, that Mario Lopez. It's just cute. He's cute. You know, someone stuck their finger in his dimple tonight. Some woman. You know, I mean, this is like, what are we doing? Are we?
Great article a few months ago in the New York Times about the difference in leading men today. You go back to the 40s and 50s when the leading men in movies were guys like Mitchum
they were rugged.
and Peck and guys like this in Lancaster. And now you have, no offense to guys like Matt Damon and DiCaprio, but they're kind of boyish when you look at them, when you compare them to a Robert Mitchum and a Gregory Peck, and that's what the leading man persona is.
But
now.
you know what's
They
interesting?
bench press Louis Vuitton bags. You know, I mean, these are not. They're vanities. It's all vanity.
Yeah.
We're in a childhood fantasy and a vanity. I don't even know how to describe it, but I know we're going through it because even they were all mad because Justin Bieber didn't win the Grammy Award. He's like 12 years old, you know, and he was. I don't know.
Bieber.
I don't want to sign anything wrong with him because you know there's always
It
somebody.
was nice to see a cello player finally win something. How about
It's
that?
nice to see
Right?
somebody
She
who
won
can
the best
play.
new artist.
Yeah.
The cello
All
artist.
those years of schlepping that thing on the school
Yeah,
bus
good
finally
for her.
paid off.
Good for her. And she's a New York gal. Good for New York again.
Yeah, but you know, we really need to start celebrating the genius of the people of the music, not so much the production and the editorial stuff. You know, what they're wearing, the gossip about them. We're not into their performance. We're into their persona.
Yeah.
And,
I've lost jobs to some of these personas. You probably have too. I mean, I've been up for things, and they're like, Lou, we love your work,
Right.
but we've got so and so from the Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Right.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's going to do the show, and it's like, wow, okay, I guess, just keep moving on. That's what we're up against these days.
Now we're going to show a trailer from your film.
Beautiful.
This is the Pounds film?
This would be Pounds, yeah. This would be the
so
trailer.
this is the
for
one
film.
that we had celebrated on the radio.
Yes.
I showed this trailer on the radio one night.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Very
you did.
dumb.
Yes, you did.
You showed it on the
Showed
radio?
it on the radio.
That's
So
cool.
Lou
Went over
Martini,
well,
here's a scene from Pounds, or the trailer.
Trailer from Pounds.
Trailer from Pounds. Here it is.
I love food. I am freaking happy when I'm eating food. I love it.
How's my fellow addict doing?
Psycho food and drugs are two different things.
I wasn't the one in the hospital.
He's lying to himself. He's lying to your mother and father. And worst of all, he's lying to you. Now, you weighed him when he came up from the hospital, right? All you care about is eating. Yeah, you don't show you're a piece of garbage. You're a loser with no future. You're a nothing.
All you gotta do is worry about yourself, brother. Whatever help you need, man.
So, interested in this property?
When I said I'd do whatever I can to help you out, this is not what I had in mind.
I had to get away from my parents. There's too many luxuries at home. You know what I'm talking about.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna move out here in the middle of nowhere?
I was dying back at home. And you know what? You are too.
Dying, rolling, dying.
No backing out on me, man. You promised me you'd give me 2 weeks. Now don't do this to me.
You got a good heart. Hope you don't lose it with the weight.
Never. Let's not forget that food is a legal addiction. Everywhere I go, I'm constantly reminded of food.
Please, some things are tougher to kick than others. Let's just leave it at that.
Drugs have to be seeked out. Food is accessible. That's what makes food tougher to kick. No one is ever afraid of the fat guy. The fat guy's never gonna take your girlfriend. That's why it's harder to be fat than it is to be a drug addict.
You're comparing yourself to me, comparing your life to me. The worst thing that ever happened to you is your mom cooked too much Edie for dinner. That's the worst thing that ever happened to you.
Come on, let's go.
Did he say anything? Does he have any plans for ever coming home?
Monday came. Right, Monday came and I started. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna tell everybody that Monday came and I'm getting it done. How many times? It might be 1,000. But on 1,001, I started.
It's great.
That's nice.
It's a great film. I've seen the
Have you
film.
seen the movie Libs?
And my friend Michael
Aronoff, who plays the addicted to drugs movie. Like, it's basically about two addictions, food and drugs.
I have a question. What do they call the movie in the rest of the world where they have the metric system? Is that kind of...
Good question.
Kilos.
I don't know. Good question.
Well, it's really an excellent film for all of us to see, because we do have an eating disorder in America. It's either that or else be on the runway for the fashion show, which we've had here.
And Myra doesn't help with the bagels and cream cheese before you come in.
A little schneer.
Yeah.
Force feeds you.
Yeah.
Now, the film that you just recently did, you have one of those. We got a scene.
Yeah, we got a clip from a movie I just did. Also, I've been in the dark realm. Like, for the last year, I've been playing serial killers and things like that. This last movie I just filmed is called The Cellar. Real interesting story about, I have two sons in the movie, and I have a young son that's very, very sick, and he's dying and needs a transplant. And I have an older son, which of course is the match for him, and we've been trying to get a match, and we just can't get a match, but the problem is my older son is a really, really bad heroin junkie. So I come up with the idea to kidnap my older son, clean him up so I can clean him up for the transfusion to save my younger son's life. It's called The Cellar, so I think we got a clip from it.
All right.
Myself and Peter Hart is playing my son in this clip.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let's roll that. Look at the film.
you know, life is never easy, Pete. That's why we stick together. That's what's supposed to get you through the tough times, family, not this. You don't think I had it bad enough when I lost your mom? That I had to lose a son, too? Your brother needed you. We all needed you, Pete. Okay, and now you forced me to do. Forced me to tie you up like a animal.
You don't understand.
I'm the only one who ever understood.
No, you don't. You couldn't possibly understand.
What are you talking about?
That day on the road, I should have never been the one driving that day. She died because you went there. I should have been driving that day. She died because you went there. It's your fault she's dead, you.
You can't pin that on me. You cannot pin that on me, you punk.
It's your fault she died.
Wow.
Wow.
I got some
Feel
right
good movie
hand.
of the year.
I got some right hand there. Look at
I
that.
can tell you the censors will have a heart attack on that.
A minute and a half clip from there, and about 10 seconds of it will make the air because of all the...
I'm going to kick your frickin' boop. Yeah, you stupid
boop. Well, I'm like Pacino. I don't work unless there's cursing in the movie.
Yeah, you're an understudy for Scarface.
Right.
Oh yeah, well, you know when they put Scarface on TV, I think they have 173 F words in the movie Scarface, and what's the funniest thing?
Only you would sit there and count them.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I was
no,
gonna
well
say, how'd you
I
know
didn't
that?
count
He probably
them.
read it
It's been
somewhere.
counted, and so when they put it on network TV, some of the creative, terms they put are hilarious. And you're like,
this town is like a great big chicken waiting to be plucked.
I know, being a Sopranos guy, I know when I watch the episodes on A&E, it's a completely different scene from when we shot it.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
You miss the Sopranos?
Well, I get to see some of the guys once in a while, which is good. I'm still friends, and I was friends with a lot of the guys before. All the Italian actors in New York.
Of course.
We all work on the same projects. We all know each other. But I miss doing the show. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I miss doing the show terribly. But we'll see. You never know. There could be 10 episodes down the pipeline.
How about a movie? They're gonna do. They do that with all the franchises now. They make
I tell you what,
Sex and the City. They made a movie.
I honestly think there's a better chance of them coming back to do 10 episodes.
Oh, really?
Maybe 2 years from now.
Yeah.
You never. Then a movie.
So we'll find out why the screen went blank.
You know what happens is the Jersey Shore has kind of taken the low rent road.
There's like 5 shows with Jersey in the title now. There's Jersey Shore, Jersey-licious, Jersey Couture. There's like Jersey's hot again. Jersey's hot again. And if
Football
you've been to Jersey,
Jersey?
you would say why. But no, I love New Jersey. All my friends are New Jersey.
That's where I'm from.
Where are you from?
Jersey?
Where are you from originally?
Originally Lower East Side. I'm a city kid. Lower East Side, grew up in
Lower East
Queens.
Side of Jersey? Or?
No, there is no Lower
And
East Side.
Kaz Palminteri was the Bronx. He was the other end.
Right.
You were on this side.
Right.
Here.
I'm from 9th Street, between B and C.
When it was a neighborhood.
Yes, when it was
now
a neighborhood.
Now it's just a restaurant row.
Yeah.
But it used to be something.
Well, first it was a neighborhood.
It used to be a bad neighborhood.
Right. Well, it was a nice neighborhood in like 67, 68. It started to get bad. Tompkins Park there got bad. That's when my parents shipped us to Sunnyside, Queens.
And everybody ended up in the Bowery.
That's when they shifted us to D Street.
From the drug and the alcohol abuse, you'd end up in the Bowery, which was right in the neighborhood. There was no sanity in that neighborhood. You know, A through Z. I lived there when I first came to New York a couple of times. You know, I stayed with some girl who had an apartment that had roaches.
An apartment with roaches?
Yeah. So weird
I don't
in New
believe
York.
it. I don't believe it.
How unusual.
I know. I gave them names.
It was before the bed bug epidemic.
They were large.
Large roaches?
And we rode them to
They carried briefcases. Too.
No, you know, it was a bad neighborhood for a lot of things, but now it's pretty cool.
Yeah, now it's chic.
Yeah.
Now it's chic. Bad
well,
is
I don't
chic.
know. I wouldn't call it chic, but I'd say it's good.
Yeah. Well, that whole area, Lower East Side.
All right, so you go home? Do you ever go home?
Well, yeah, I still have family down there and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you left them there?
Visit. Yeah, I left them there. I got them locked up to
spraying the
radiator,
roaches.
But I go back there. And my girlfriend now, who I love dearly, her mom is still down on 2nd Street.
So you got booked because of this show?
Yes. I'm telling Joe, it's like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Does he get commission?
I get the call from Myra, and then the phone rings right afterwards, and I get a booking. I kid you not. It's
I
great.
hope this rubs
He's
off
my
on
good
me.
luck charm.
I love that.
Remember, Joey now, Joey goes way back. He knows my father. My father was a character actor.
Yeah.
My Uncle Benny, the piano player, Benny Martini, he knows all my family from way back in the day. Cool. Unfortunately, not around anymore. I'm the last Martini that's still doing anything of worth, I think. Maybe. That I know of anyway.
Well, you are. Yeah, it's an interesting family because they're all talented. Everybody is.
Thank you. And you've been good to everybody like you have been in New York, man. This is the guy. If you're you know, somewhat talented here in New York and trying to do something, Joey's really a big help, always pushing everybody. It's great.
Well, I mean, you're very talented, and you don't need my help for that. And also,
we can take all the help we can, right?
and
you need a lot of help in this business.
Look at Steve. I mean, Steve is one of the funniest guys around, and he should do some of those impressions that he's famous for. But we're gonna have the Buddy Love Band first. Okay, cool. And then we'll come back. Lou Martini Jr. Where do we see your film? Where do we see this?
Well, actually, you can go on Netflix right now. You can go on Amazon.
Pounds
is Pounds, yeah. And The Cellar is in post-production right now. That'll be out in a couple of months.
Okay, so that's not here yet. We'll be right back. Joey Reynolds is my name, and I just like hanging around with these guys.
Entertainment is his game.
I want to see some impressions.
We're Buddy Love, and we're all night with Joey Reynolds. It's great being here, isn't it, guys?
Oh yeah.
This is Scott. He plays bass guitar in Buddy Love, and this is Richie. He plays drums. I'm Joey Kelly. I'm the lead singer. This is Doug. He plays.
Wait a minute. I have something more important. I left my gloves over there. Has anyone seen my gloves? Oh, Doug, what are you talking about? I mean, Buddy Love made it to Broadway, and you're talking about gloves?
I'll buy you new gloves if you want gloves.
Hi, I'm Howard Dvorkin, the founder of Consolidated Credit. For almost 2 decades, Consolidated Credit has helped millions of Americans just like you. We've helped nurses and doctors. We've helped police officers and firefighters. We've helped homemakers and home builders. We've helped over 5 million people suffering from credit card debt. And now we want to help you.
Consolidated Credit is the one company you can trust. Our exclusive Freedom Quest program can help you find options and solutions to your financial challenges. We can reduce your monthly payments by up to 50%, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, save you thousands in interest and fees, and help you get out of debt fast.
When credit card debt is the problem, we're the solution. We've helped over 5 million people. Let us help you.
You're one call away from financial freedom.
Call Consolidated Credit now. 1-800-440-2181. 1-800-440-2181.
Hi, I'm Joey Reynolds. I got a brand new show. It starts on television after about 14 years on radio on NBC's New York Nonstop. It's called All Night. That's when we're on. Between midnight and 2, Monday through Friday. And what the show is called is All Night with Joey Reynolds. We're actually doing the show from the NASDAQ market site, which is at 43rd and Broadway in Times Square. This is a show worth staying up for all night with Joey Reynolds on NBC's New York Nonstop.
Computer problems? Not a problem for Computer Haven. At a loss at what to do when a computer malfunctions or that inevitable virus strikes? Then call the guys at Computer Haven, the safe place for all your computing needs. Experts in computer and laptop repair, upgrades, and new custom-built PC, desktops, and Macs. Give us a call today, 732-264-1100, or visit us at computerhaven-nj.com.
I don't know. Let's see if we can move this camera in. I don't know if you can move the camera in on this, Daniel. I don't know if you can get this or not. But you might be able to. You know, it's my iPhone. And I wanted to show you my grandson.
Let me see.
We got it. See?
Oh,
wait, I got to show it on the camera, not in your.
You can see it, yeah.
Now we
Turning
can
it
see it.
around.
Oh, adorable.
That's the little Joey.
He looks just like you, Joey.
He's expensive.
He's got the same haircut and everything.
Yeah, well, you know, we have a little one, and it's my grandson. Now, you know, we have. He calls me Poppy.
Nice.
And we have the pop corners, and now we got the pop band. Buddy Love's Power Pop Band. So it's a pop night tonight. What about soda? Isn't that called pop in Western New York?
Yeah,
right?
Buffalo, right?
You want some pop from Buffalo?
Buffalo.
You take a pop in my neighborhood, you're not doing the right thing.
That's true.
All right, so here he is, and here they are. This is a real kicking group, the Buddy Love Power Pop Band. Okay, guys, hit it.
Don't try to bring me down. There's my seizures solid ground. I'll be found on a lonely street in crying town. Did I hear you sing something you just can't take away? Say it to my face. Don't turn my night times into days I've wasted trying to find you in your power, girl. I can't deny you. Don't lead me down to crying town. Don't make me stay. Just walk away. I won't go down to crying town. No one's ever found down in crying town. It's understood I've taken more than one man should. Baby, you're no good, but it's no use. I'm on the hook, so understand why I keep falling for your plans while I'm still your man. Why I keep hanging on with clutching hands. I try to hold you. I don't know why, but you become my whole world. Don't lead me down to crying town. Don't make me stay. Just walk away. I won't go down to crying town. No one's ever found down in crying town. I've been down that road before. I've been down that road before. Don't go to crying town no more. Wanna go to crying town no Don't lead me down to crying town. Don't make me stay. Just walk away. I won't go down to crying
still got it. Never lost it. Of course, the band disbanded for a while, and they band together again. And in the 80s, they had a hit called Sheila. Remember that? Right? We'll be doing that later. You're going to do that later on? Okay.
I knew these guys when they were known as Nutty Professor. Take your time with that.
You're gonna, so far, you lost this pop
I'm eating these.
Can I try one of these that you guys are raving about?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, try these here.
Let me get a fresh one, please.
Oh, yeah, you don't want my
Let him have his own bag.
Want a fresh one?
So Buddy Pop, and they'll be back in a little bit. They'll be playing some more stuff for us tonight. You know, one of the things that we do on this show that nobody else does is we take our time. Because I think people are getting up and going to the bathroom when they're watching this thing. And they take their time. You can't hurry love. So you work Florida a lot, do you?
Occasionally, yeah. I get down there.
You work the
condo circuit. Yeah, you know, you look out at this audience, it looks like a bunch of Q-tips. Yeah, no, I've gotten good at that.
Let me hear some of the stuff that's popular.
Yeah, you promised us some impressions, please.
Yeah. Oh, God, now you've... okay, what do you want?
I'm a sucker for impressions.
I'll tell you what, Tom, first of all, the thing I like going to Florida is the hotel they put me at, the place I play on the on the beach. And so I wake up with the nice tranquil sounds of the ocean, and I got to... Here, though, in New York City, where they're renovating my apartment, not only do I not have a nice tranquil sound of the ocean, but I got to wake up to these guys doing construction at 8 o'clock. So I like to get away from that every once in a while. But impressions. Who do you want? Who do we do for you? Trump, your friend Trump?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, folks. Joey Reynolds is a great guy.
He's running for office now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, you got to incorporate
President
this now.
Trump.
Yeah, go ahead. Come on.
Joey's the greatest broadcaster in all of New York State. He has 17 million viewers, which is huge.
Or how about Louis Black? You a Louis Black fan?
This is the greatest show in the history of shows. You could have like a bowl of cereal, less entertaining than Joey Reynolds.
Who else can we join there? The Obama. Well, I was saying, you know, politics has gotten so childish lately. It's like watching fourth graders in the schoolyard having a fight during recess. One day you're going to have to watch Obama address Congress like this. All right, look, as I've said before, I will say again. I am the rubber. You are the glue. So whatever you say is going to bounce off me and stick to you. Nanny, nanny, poo, poo.
So we're going to come right back after Kirsten Holly Smith will be out here. You know who she is?
I don't, but I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
Dusty Springfield, she does.
That's right. And there are great entertainers in New York, pockets of saloons and venues, they call them.
Yeah.
And some of them are even free. I saw a great magic thing at Feinstein's over the weekend. We're going to have the guy on tomorrow night.
For free at Feinstein's? Oh,
no,
free
that
for
wasn't
you,
free.
obviously.
I was going to say free at Feinstein's.
We'll be right
You
back.
can't use the bathroom there for free.
Yeah. You can't even use that.
Kirsten Holly Smith coming at you next all night with Jody Reynolds singing some Dusty Springfield, I Only Want to Be With You. So join me. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm fitness celebrity Jennifer Nicoli. And if you're busy like me, then stay tuned because I'm excited to share with you the most innovative piece of exercise equipment ever.
Introducing the Ab Circle Pro, the fastest, easiest way to have the flat washboard abs and the sexy V-shape you've always wanted.
Are you struggling to lose those love handles nobody loves? Now there's a machine so advanced, it targets your entire core, upper, middle, and lower abs, and even your obliques, all in one circular motion as it aerobically burns fat in just minutes a day.
The secret is the Ab Circle Pro combines cardio and abs to burn fat, while its unique friction-free track uses the momentum of gravity to target your entire midsection in a full circular motion, firing your core like no other machine has ever done. You'll firm and flatten your stomach in just weeks, not months. We guarantee it. Best of all, it's fun and easy and takes just 3 minutes a day. And watch this. Simply remove the pin, and the Ab Circle Pro becomes a fat-burning bun and thigh machine.
On the Ab Circle Pro, I lost almost 3 dress sizes in a few short weeks.
With the Ab Circle Pro system, I've now lost 60 pounds, I feel great, and I'm one hot mama.
And now, through this exclusive TV offer, the Ab Circle Pro can be yours to try in your home for 30 days for just $14.95. And if you call within the next 10 minutes, we'll send you Jennifer Nicole Lee's complete Lose Your Love Handle system, which includes our 3-minute express workout and nutritional guide, absolutely free. That's everything you need to transform that body from flab to ab.
You have nothing to lose but inches. So pick up the phone and call now.
Call 1-800-709-1301 to try Ab Circle Pro for $14.95 plus shipping with credit card order. Call now for a free upgrade to priority processing so you'll get your Ab Circle system in 7 to 10 days or less. That's 1-800-709-1301. Call now.
From Times Square in the heart of New York City, welcome to All Night with Joey Reynolds. Joey's guest tonight, actor Lou Martini Jr. Comedian actor Stephen Scott. Best-selling author Jerome Corsi. Musical guest, Buddy Love. Rapper, Kritikal. And singer Kirsten Holly Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Reynolds.
Gee, Carl, I don't know whether we should have an Ed McMahon thing or whether we should have a Don Pardo thing, but how much of this announcing thing can you have? You know, the guy who actually made the most money at it was Casey Kasem, because he had the NBC contract, I remember in the 80s, I think it was the 80s, and every promo on the network was his voice, Casey Kasem. You know, remember that? Remember when he did that? Just had much more music. You know, and then there's a tape going around where he swears at the dog or something, you know.
Oh, I've heard that.
Oh, yeah, that was not good.
Oh, that was funny.
But we love that. You know, we love the humanism. You love when people make mistakes. I mean, this whole show is a mistake every night. It's designed to be just viral and organic, and also
viral.
Eargasmic. It's eargasmic is what it is. You have an eargasm when you listen to this thing. So we're going to move it into the radio. I want to do about an hour. I think what I want to do is an hour on the radio before we do this, and explain to the people what this is on the radio.
Will it take you a full hour, though, you think?
It's going to take an hour to explain it.
Okay.
People are
and then an hour afterwards to cool them down after what they just saw.
Right.
Well, it's, when you make a transition from radio to television, it's awkward. Because
do you prefer one now or the other since you're doing both? What do you
I
think?
started in TV. A lot of people don't know that.
That's
so
right.
I already had the beginning of that. You know, I had the germ.
But he had a face for radio.
I always I have a real good idea that I'm going to never have you on again. It's interesting to be shifting over where people have this idea about what you look like and what you're going to say and how you say it and all this business.
Yeah.
And then you get on the TV and it dispels a lot of the ideas they have in their heads. You know, the imagination is a better servant.
Interesting.
You know, when you imagine something, that's why the theater of the mind, radio, was always brilliant. And now we need to enhance it. You know, you have to go to IMAX and 3D. You have to make it bigger and more because there's so much going on in your head.
I refuse to go 3D. 1080p is it for me. I refuse. I'm not going to wear the glasses around the house and stuff.
Well, your head is already doing the job on you anyway. I mean, you don't need anybody's help.
Exactly.
You don't need a projectionist up there, do you?
No.
No, good. All right, now
Things that are
now
in my
here
head, Joey.
we decided her name is Kirsten.
Kirsten. I've been saying it wrong all night.
Kirsten Holly Smith. Here's Kirsten. Come on, Kirsten. Come and join the boys. We got Stephen
Finally
Scott.
a pretty face.
Finally some
And Lou
estrogen
Martini
on the panel.
Jr. And now here's Kirsten Holly Smith
Here I come. Thank
with
you so
her
much.
wonderful hairdo. Hi, Kirsten. How are you,
It's
sweetheart?
such a pleasure to see you.
Over here. The hair made you look taller. You know,
Nice
you
to
got
see
you
you.
have to make us look shorter by having that big hairdo.
Yeah, that's right.
It's almost
it's all
almost a
about the hair.
Dusty Springfield.
Can I say
hair.
I almost wore that same outfit tonight? You know how embarrassing that would have been?
You have been sparkling. It's so lovely to be here. Thank you very much. I did your radio show a couple of years ago.
And people imagined you were a lot different.
Yes, and now I am.
No, but they've seen you in person. You have that Dusty Springfield show, which is a big hit.
I do.
The one-woman
I do.
show, the one-man show they call it.
Yes, and I'm doing a gig at Joe's Pub
Yeah.
Friday, March 4th at 7:30. So
I
get
like
your
Joe's
tickets
Pub.
now.
I always
Yeah.
talk about it because
Isn't
it's
it wonderful?
Yeah, I like the idea that they do what we kind of do here, which is to present a lot of different things.
They
it's
do.
not one format, you know.
They do.
Now, are you going to perform for us tonight?
I am.
Yeah? You're going to do a Dusty Springfield or something? You don't have to do it
I'm-
right now. I'm just asking.
I am singing I Only Want to Be With You and Son of a Preacher Man, I think.
All right. Now, I Only Want to Be With You is a Phil Spector one.
It was actually Joey Franz, who was her producer, who imitated Phil Spector.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Phil's an interesting character. Not that he's in jail or he shot his girlfriend. That's not what's
Very
interesting.
interesting character.
What's
I ran
interest-
into him one night.
Yeah, where? Not at his home.
I was
hope.
in Los Angeles, and I was outside of a club, and he came up in his white Rolls Royce, and was in front of the club, and I said hello to him. It was an
That's
interesting.
it? You didn't go home with him?
Oh, God, I don't know where I would have been. I'm gonna, keep on the good side of things.
Well, he was wearing a cape in the 60s when he looked like Dracula.
Yeah.
And everything was dark, like I'm wearing black tonight. You know, he was all dark. Everything was dark, and he had a cape. And he was famous for getting on an airplane. It was an American Airlines flight from Los Angeles to New York. And in those days, we didn't have the terrorism yet. We didn't have the security check, if you recall.
Yes.
It was a little looser, and the women were gorgeous stewardesses, and they didn't use the men yet. Remember, it was
They had
all
hair like this.
Back
Well,
when
it
you
was-
could call them stewardesses.
it was all women who were beautiful. They were from the Conover Beauty School, is where they trained them in Dallas, Texas, American Airlines home base. And you had to be a beauty to be a part of that. So it was a different flying experience. Plus, they served dinner on every flight, no matter how short it was.
Yes.
So Phil got on the plane from in LA, and he had his cape, and what he did was he stood up and said, "Typical crash victims," and walked off the flight, and people followed him because they were so scared in those days. Remember when it was scary to fly a plane?
Sure, a lot of
And,
hijacking.
and he was banned from American Airlines. That's a true story about
Yeah.
him. He was already way off. You know, I mean, he had a lot of issues to begin with. Now, of course, you know, speaking of airplanes, they got the brand new 760. I don't know what they call it. but
87.
The 87, the
787.
Boeing, which is the double decker, like we need to have 400 people on a flight. I don't know where the hell they're going to. It's only to make $15 more a bag.
That's exactly what it is.
Whoever said it was all right to charge $15 for a flight bag anyway, or to carry a bag?
15. I've been
Yeah, I
charged
was saying, that's
25,
cheap. You're
35.
getting a break.
yeah.
It's 25 and up now.
Why don't they just raise the fares instead of
Put it in
screwing
the
us
ticket.
with the
Put it
bag?
in the
Here's
ticket.
what's
I
even
know, I
better.
agree.
They said they were going to raise the baggage fees to compensate for the high gas prices a few years ago. Then the prices went down, but the baggage fees didn't change, did they?
That's right.
Aha!
What's their story now?
Yeah,
right?
right, exactly.
Well, so we have a lot of crapanola. You know, I mean, people who really don't tell the truth, but they want to take your money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're called agents. You're going to sing after we take a little break here, and you're going to get up and do your wonderful piece from your show.
Yeah, I'm Dusty.
Now, and you're going to be at Joe's Pub doing this?
I'm doing it at Joe's Pub Friday, March 4th at 7:30. joespub.com. You can get tickets already.
And it's
Yeah.
Kirsten.
Yes, Kirsten.
And-
Kirsten Holly
and-
Smith.
And the Dusty Springfield worship, which you have, right?
Yeah, is it worship? I think it's sure. I honor her. I for sure.
Have
Yeah.
you about had enough of her?
You know, she's just so fascinating. She's multi-layered. She's an onion. So you just keep peeling off the layers.
So you're not tired of this yet?
Not yet. I mean, you know, I haven't done it in New York enough. So, I mean, I personally have been doing it for a while, but New Yorkers haven't seen it, and I think it's, I think it's such a great show, and it's so fun. And Dusty was a fascinating character.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely was a personality.
Oh, she had so many.
She matched Phil Spector.
Yeah.
She did exactly as she pleased.
Yeah.
In 2 continents.
Yeah, I don't think she was as violent, but yes.
She had her own way.
She did. She had her own way. She did produce her own records before it was sort of, she was given credit for
and
it.
Fight with other people.
Yeah, no, she definitely was a handful in the studio. And
there was a gal named Gail. What was her name? The other one. Who wrote the songs? There's some songs that were.
Well, she sang songs by Carole King and by Backrack David.
I'm trying to think of Gail. I can't think of her last name. She just passed away 2 years ago too.
I don't know who that is.
It'll come to me.
Yeah.
But I have to jog back. I'm trying to live in the present.
Yeah, I completely understand.
So let's take a little break, and then we'll have you honor Dusty Springfield, all right? Yeah. And I'm sure Frankie Valli's not tired of singing Sherry. We'll be right back.
Computer problems? Not a problem for Computer Haven. At a loss at what to do when a computer malfunctions or that inevitable virus strikes? Then call the guys at Computer Haven, the safe place for all your computing needs. Experts in computer and laptop repair, upgrades, and new custom-built PC desktops and Macs. Give us a call today, 732-264-1100, or visit us at computerhaven-nj.com.
Hi, I'm Joey Reynolds. I got a brand new show. It starts on television after about 14 years on radio on NBC's New York Nonstop. It's called All Night. That's when we're on. Between midnight and 2, Monday through Friday. And what the show is called is All Night with Joey Reynolds. We're actually doing the show from the NASDAQ market site, which is at 43rd and Broadway in Times Square. This is a show worth staying up for all night with Joey Reynolds on NBC's New York Nonstop. Died in 1999 of cancer. Tragically, she was a great artist, and Kirsten Holly Smith celebrates her tonight with this great Dusty Springfield song, one of her big impressions. Here it is.
I don't know what it is that makes me love you so. I only know I never want to let you go. 'Cause you started something, oh can't you see? That ever since we met you had a hold on me. It happens to be true. I only want to be with you. It doesn't matter where you go, what you do. I want to spend each moment of the day with you. Oh look what has happened with just one kiss. I never knew that I could be in love like this. It's crazy but it's true. I only want to be with you. You stopped and you smiled at me, asked if I cared to dance. I fell into
Good job, Kirsten.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm sure that she's up there appreciating it. She's in rock and roll heaven with the Righteous Brothers. They're both gone, aren't they? I think one of them's gone.
Well, you know, I worked with
Now,
them.
don't start talking. We'll be right back.
I was going to tell
Get
you.
me going.
When we come back.
We'll be right back. Joey Reynolds is my name, and Stephen Scott is there over there. Interrupt us, Max. And this is also very funny. And Lou Martini Jr.
When New York celebrities have something to say, they head for the stoop.
This is my stoop. I gotta come to the stoop.
Talk Stoop.
I feel like we're so close that we could kiss. This is a whole other kind of stoop.
It's where Kat Greenleaf gets people talking.
What? Really?
Yep.
That's amazing. Yes. Listen, Naked. Do you mind if I call you Naked?
Tell me something good. The best of New York on a stoop in Brooklyn.
The celebrity butts that have graced the stoop.
Talk Stoop, weeknights at 8 on New York Nonstop. Sponsored by Cozy. Life should be delicious.
I'm an anchor and a pilot.
I am passionate about chocolate.
I am a ballerina.
I'm the daughter of a jazz musician.
I am a 4-time New York Golden Glove champion.
I'm my grandpa. Yeah, I'm a grandma.
I'm interested in the story behind the story.
I'm making this look natural.
I am glamorous.
I'm an anchor and a blues girl.
I am all about my craft.
I am New York.
I am New York.
I'm a New Yorker.
I am New York.
I am New York.
Guys, I recommend a steak.
This place is
I recommend this place.
We're all about New Yorkers. LX New York. It's the story of the moment. A taste of the best. It's opening night. A helping hand. The characters of New York. The spirit of New York. Told our way. LX New York. Weekdays at 5. We're all over town.
I never knew that I could be in love like this. It's crazy, but it's true. I only wanna be with you. You stopped and you smiled at me, asked if I cared to dance. I fell into your open arms. I didn't stand a chance. Now listen, honey, I just wanna be beside
Cool breeze. I got to borrow your jacket, your Obama jacket, because Jerry Corsi's here. Jerry Corsi is the guy who started the idea that Obama did not have a birth certificate from this country. He's one of those guys that started it. We'll get the story when he comes out here. Here's Dr. Jerome Corsi, famous author, good guy. Jerry, do we have to yell through the door here? It's like being home. Are you in the bathroom? Come on, Jerry, come on.
I'm coming along. Hi, Joey. How are you?
Good.
to see you.
Dr. Jerry.
Thank you.
Jerry Corsi.
Right.
We spent a lot of hours together.
Oh, yes.
And I've learned a lot from you.
Well, you're very kind. Thank you.
And ever since when I first met you, you were an author.
Right.
You were a professor. Then
Well,
you were
long
an
time
author.
ago.
Yeah.
Yes,
Then you were
yes,
an author.
yes.
And you sold a lot of books, and you were
Oh,
very
yes.
famous. I got to get the Obama jacket on you.
Yeah.
You know about that, right?
Yes, I see the Obama jacket here.
You know, I mean, you're.
Well, I wrote The Abomination. I wrote the.
Right.
It was #1 for a month during the campaign. And of course, it was against Obama, and did very well.
But you liked him at one time.
I don't dislike him. I disagree with him in politics, but there's nothing personal.
Well, you
I
know,
don't-
let
I
me
don't
stop you for a second.
dislike him.
I want to talk. I know you know this. I want to bring the audience up to speed.
Sure.
See, this is a country where you really. I want to say it this way, because we have so much political talk, because people feed off of it.
Right.
First of all, it's a good thing to do if you're bored. Also, there's a lot of money made from it.
Oh, of course.
And all the talk show hosts are using Hamburger Helper, it seems. But what I think in this country, separating church and state is good.
Up to
Now-
a point. I mean, I think the the Founding Fathers never intended that we wouldn't have God in our politics. It was always so we didn't establish a state religion.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, in ancient Rome or any country that had a state religion. That was really what Jefferson meant in separating church and state. I think we've carried it too far. I mean, taking God off of all the public buildings, taking God out of the public schools altogether. You can't even have a picture of George Washington at, kneeling down praying at Valley Forge because he might be praying.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, George Washington did pray, and our Founding Fathers were very religious.
Well, what's a Mason?
A Mason?
He was a Mason,
Yes,
right?
he was a Mason.
Do they pray to God?
Well, yes, Masons, I mean, it's a order, again, it always is typified as a secret society, and the Masons were a group of people going back to the original builders of the temples and the Jewish temple in Jerusalem, or the original builders. And the Masons have been a society that have gone on for centuries, and George Washington was a Mason. But he was also he was a profound Christian, as most of the Founding Fathers were.
Can you be both? You can be a Mason and a Christian?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know, because I know the Mason thing was quiet.
Yes.
I know there is, if you're a kid, you're a demolay.
Right. Well,
that's about all we ever learned.
The things that I'm following right now, and I think I'm very concerned about, it, what's going on in the Middle East right now.
Yeah.
I think we've got a very serious situation yet.
Is that a religious government?
Well, and in fact, with Egypt, as we're talking about religious government, the question is going to be whether, the initial enthusiasm in the Middle East is always that there's a democracy and the dictators are overthrown. We had the same thing happen in Jimmy Carter's presidency when the Shah was overthrown in Iran.
And everybody got excited.
Oh, well, initially Jimmy Carter said that Ayatollah Khomeini was a breath of fresh air in the Middle East, and was very enthusiastic.
So was Fidel Castro.
Well, so was Fidel Castro. Was not regarded as a communist initially when he
was a
came
hero.
to power. Absolutely.
We wanted to get rid of that dreadful Batista.
I can remember the Life magazines, and I'm sure you can, that were celebrating Castro.
Hitler wanted to get rid of the Kaiser, right?
Well, the problem in Egypt is going to be now the army's in control, and these popular uprisings in the Middle East tend to be very quickly suppressed. And the more radical elements take over, as happened in Iran, where the really religious clerics have come in and created a state religion, Shiite Islam, very radical. And of course, if the Egyptian Brotherhood does take over in Egypt, you're going to have the same thing happen.
It sounds better, though.
What's that?
Egyptian Brotherhood sounds.
Yes,
it sounds nice.
We're all friends.
Yeah, it does. It's not as mean as.
Well, the Egyptian Brotherhood.
As the Hamas.
Well, the Egyptian Brotherhood created Hamas, and the problem is whether it's going to be sworn to destroy Israel. I mean, for the last 30 years since Anwar Sadat's death by the radicals again in Egypt, the Mubarak has been a force of peace.
Yeah.
And even though he's been a dictator, and even though he's done $70 billion he's amassed largely through stealing foreign aid and benefiting himself while the people have been poor, certainly deplorable behavior. At the same time, he's been a force of stability, and Israel's been able to count on Egypt in the Middle East as not wanting to destroy Israel. Now, if the Egyptian Brotherhood takes over, it's going to be another issue, or it gets a significant position in the government.
I'm glad they didn't destroy the pyramids, because the Jews aren't going to build it again.
I think it's very unlikely.
They're not going back.
No, I don't think Jews are going back.
No.
I don't think so. Moses is not returning.
No.
No.
So how do they build those things?
Oh, I have no idea. That's been a wonder.
With a whip and a union?
Oh, I don't.
I mean,
union. Well, they probably had a union.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt they had a union.
They built it a brick at a time.
But they had some, some engineering and techniques that that we still haven't entirely figured out today.
So the Egyptians, being the great culture, are they honoring that? Do they?
Well, I mean, I think as we're talking about both Iran and Egypt, these are two of the most distinguished cultures in the world. The Persian people, the Egyptian people, going back centuries, going back thousands of years, and largely peaceful people. I mean, in Iran, there was never any animosity towards the Jews. That go back to the Bible, the book of Ezra, the It was Cyrus the Great who gave the Jews out of Babylonian captivity the wherewithal to build the Second Temple. And there have been Jews who have been living in Iran even today. There's a radical element in Iran today, and of course that's what I'm concerned about with the Egyptian Brotherhood, that they take over could destabilize the Middle East. And the Middle East needs to move towards peace and acceptance.
You and I talked about this before on the radio. I want to bring it up again. You know I love Turkey.
Yes, I know you do.
Turkey is a moderate Muslim
and you've been
nation.
there.
And I did the show from there.
Broadcast from there.
Yeah, I mean, and having that experience in Istanbul.
Yes.
And I've been to Ephesus, and I mean, Turkey's a great country, but it's got something that most people don't know. Half the population is under 30.
Right.
Half the population of Iran is under 30.
Correct.
These are young people.
And it's one of the reasons why these dictatorships are falling, is because the young people throughout the Middle East want a better economic activity. They want
Abercrombie shirts, and they want
absolutely.
You know, we're so Western.
They're into the internet. They want to live a lifestyle that will at least allow them to have families and some material ability to live a productive life. I mean, when you take a look at what people are living under in Iran, where the economic conditions are desperate, even Iran doesn't produce enough gasoline. They have one of the biggest oil-producing countries in the world. They don't refine enough gasoline for the people. People are constantly suffering, having to, I mean, when I studied it, wrote a book called Atomic Iran, there were families selling children into sex slavery just so the other children could eat.
How many books you got now?
Oh, I don't count, but I've...
Oh, you do
written,
count. You count very much.
You're very kind, but I've had 5 New York Times bestsellers in the last 6 years.
Yeah. And what's the latest one?
The latest one was a book called America for Sale, which was really on the economics. I've argued that what we're experiencing now, this is globalism, what globalism looks like.
Yeah.
Not just a typical recession.
And this one, how new is this, America for Sale?
That one, America for Sale, was published about 1.5 years ago.
All right.
And it's done extremely well. It's in paperback now.
You know so much, and you write so well, and you're such a wonderful treasure. You really are, Joe.
Well, you're very kind, Joey, and I'm always honored to be with you. I think, you know, the people have to understand that these issues are very complex.
Yeah.
And even when I take a position on them to make an argument, for instance, I'm glad you brought up Barack Obama. I oppose Barack Obama's positions politically, but I don't dislike him. I mean, I think,
well, this is a country where you can be in business and not like the government. You can be in government and not like business.
Right. Well, and also the politics are distinguished from personal. I think the Barack Obama being first African American president is a great historical accomplishment, and that's something that should be treasured and celebrated by all Americans. And I wish the family well and Godspeed. At the same time, I'm going to continue writing in opposition on the politics, but that's a very distinct issue. It shouldn't have personal animosity.
All right,
I'd like people to understand that.
I want people to know where they can read on your site. That This is a great thing you do every day with other writers.
Oh yes. Well, there's 2 places at WorldNet Daily, WND.
WorldNet Daily.
WND. I'm a senior staff reporter. And I write a newsletter that's free. It's called Red Alert. I write it every week.
Right.
I'm also a managing director at Guilford Securities in New York City. I've been in the securities business for 25 years before I started writing books.
So how do you like being here in NASDAQ?
Oh, NASDAQ is great. This is a wonderful building. This is a fantastic, I mean, the light show and the studio you have here right on Times Square, it's a magnificent setting. And I'm delighted to be with you and see your show on television. We talked about this on your radio show. And this is a great setting for you.
So now we have a dream.
Well, it's a dream. And all the people you know and can bring into New York, people from New York who are achieving great things in arts and other fields, it's wonderful to have this setting to bring them on, let the American public see them as well as hear them. It's such a great dimension over and above radio. But also, I've created a website, JeromeCorsi.com, and I'm on that and producing works on it constantly. Write a lot about economics as well as the politics. And on WND, I'm following a lot of economic issues. We'll have to come back or talk more. I think the economic crisis we're in is going to be a very deep one, continuing. And in America for Sale, I really give people a lot of advice as to how they can prepare and change careers live in communities where they can find and support themselves, because this is what globalism looks like. If we're going to allow China and other countries to exploit labor and have American workers compete with workers who are making pennies on the dollar, those jobs aren't coming back to the United States.
No.
And I think we've got to really take a look at developing middle classes around the world, not just exploiting labor. And the multinational corporations that want to do that under these free trade agreements have got to be stopped.
Okay, so we'll have you back. You just come back.
That's
anytime.
fine.
You're welcome anytime.
I'll be happy to.
Dr. Jerome Corsi, C-O-R-S-I, Jerry Corsi. Be right back.
Joey always.
I'm Elizabeth Hasselbeck. If you're like me, you probably don't have a lot of free time to exercise and keep yourself in shape. For me, the answer is the Ab Glider from Proform. I can't tell you how much I love this amazing machine. It's a great fat-burning cardio workout too, and it's fun.
Unlike other ab machines, the Ab Glider combines circular and crunch motions for a fast, fun workout of your entire midsection. You engage more muscles, get a better cardio workout, and burn twice the calories of other ab machines.
I went from an 11 to a size 4. 20 inches total. It's really easy and it's fun.
With this offer, you'll get an onboard workout computer, Elizabeth's 3-minute rapid results DVD, and her amazing abs instructional DVD, plus her amazing abs eating guide, a $159 value, free. Try the Ab Glider now for 30 days, risk-free for as little as $14.95. If you're not totally satisfied, you can return it for a full refund.
You can't find a better way to get better abs at a better price, and getting started is easy. Just call or go online to proform.com.
Are you holding the remote right now? It's nice to be in control, isn't it? To fast forward to the good parts. Oh, hold on. We're getting to the good part. If you're receiving a structured settlement from a lawsuit, you know it is not easy to wait for payments, especially when it could be 10 or 20 years before you collect all your money. What you may not know is that you can skip ahead and receive a lump sum of cash now. Call CBC Settlement Funding for a free, no-obligation offer about your structured settlement. Whether you access all or just a portion of your future payments, we put you in control so you can fast forward and collect your money now. If you need cash now, call the number on your screen and find out how CBC Settlement Funding can help. We'll guide you through the process so you can take control of your finances and get your money faster. Call CBC Settlement Funding today.
The name of that group is Arcade Fire, out of Canada, right? The Canadian guys. You know, if you watch the Grammy Awards and you don't know anybody on it, welcome to an older demographic. It's generational, you know. I mean, we all have the hip. I've lived the entire history of rock and roll so far, and it's such a confusing time for me. And I was a jock because, well, it's not because of getting older necessarily. But you have to really, there's a lot of different kinds of things now that we didn't used to have. You know, I never embraced the hip hop because I wasn't that mad and I didn't do time. So, you know, I did the drugs and the alcohol, so I embraced the Beatles. And I mean, I got high with those guys, and Jim Morrison and I, you know, I should be lying in the grave next to him at this point. But you know, the thing is that we don't have I don't have the hip hop madness. You know, I didn't have that ghetto. I grew up in a poor black neighborhood in Buffalo, and we were the last white family. It's a true story. But I didn't have that anger. That, you know, we had Catholic school, and the nuns took it out on us. I don't think I had to, you know, some people watching this are going to get mad at this now. I'm not making fun of the nuns. I'm just saying they were strict. And we had Irish priests. They were worse. Now I'm gonna present one of the guys who is in this culture right now, and he's got one of those magic names like Eminem. You know, they find these really cachet names. Cool Breeze we have here on our staff, and here's Kritikal. Kritikal.
Yep.
Congratulations. You've just been crowned Miss New York City.
Girl, can I get down with you? I'm a king.
Yeah.
Queen, got a crown for you.
Hey.
You look so pretty.
Hey.
It's New York City.
Yeah.
Girl, can I get down with you? I'm a king.
Yeah.
Queen, got a crown for you.
Hey.
You look so pretty.
Hey.
It's New York City.
First night we met, got caught in the rain, got my Nikes wet. I could tell she didn't like me yet, but that didn't stop us from chilling. If you like bad boys, baby girl, I'm a villain. You won't get hurt, I'm concerned with your feelings. When she moved through the club, everybody grilling. She's so appealing, love the way she look. Got me thinking about purchasing them baby books. But don't be scared, girl, I'm not yet ready. Still got time to party and drink heavy. I still got growing to do. Wanna travel the world, let me show it to you. So, if you're down to ride, let's get gone. Grab your iPhone and your Louis Vuitton. I can't wait to get it on. Lights off, no cameras on.
Girl, can I get down with you?
Yeah.
I'm a king, need a queen, got a crown for you.
Hey.
You look so pretty.
Hey.
It's New York City.
Yeah.
Girl, can I get down with you? I'm a king,
Yeah.
queen, got a crown for you.
Hey.
You look so pretty.
Hey.
It's New York City.
If life was a beauty pageant, you win it. I think about life and I need you in it. 2 minutes is all I'd last. Paw print tattoos on that ass. Put you in the crib so I can mow that grass. Life's too short, it goes too fast. You can't take nothing for granted though. If your love life's needing a fix, I am the antidote. You don't need no match.com. These are the dudes trying to catch them to the level I'm on. They years behind, you're clearly mine. Every 12 months celebrate our yearly grind. Miss New York City, step forward towards the crowd. Here to present you with roses in your crown. Every man need a good woman holding them down. The most beautiful woman in the world been found.
Girl, can I get down with you? I'm a king,
Yeah.
queen, got a crown for you.
Hey.
You look so pretty.
Hey.
It's New York City.
Yeah.
Girl, can I get down with you? I'm a king, need a queen, got a crown for you.
Hey.
You look so pretty.
Hey.
It's New York City.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a heartbeat. How critical. I want to be very critical about this with a K, critical with a K. He's a white rapper from Staten Island, in case you're not watching the tube and you're just listening to the sound. He's a white guy. And he goes out of his way to say, I'm a white rapper from Staten Island. We're going to take a break and bring him out here on the panel. And also we got Dr. Jerry Corsi with us. And Steve Scott has come back because Steve Scott refuses to leave.
I'm homeless.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Howard Dvorkin, the founder of Consolidated Credit. For almost 2 decades, Consolidated Credit has helped millions of Americans just like you. We've helped nurses and doctors. We've helped police officers and firefighters. We've helped homemakers and home builders. We've helped over 5 million people suffering from credit card debt. And now we want to help you.
Consolidated Credit is the one company you can trust. Our exclusive Freedom Quest program can help you find options and solutions to your financial challenges. We can reduce your monthly payments by up to 50%, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, save you thousands in interest and fees, and help you get out of debt fast.
When credit card debt is the problem, we're the solution. We've helped over 5 million people. Let us help you.
You're one call away from financial freedom.
Call Consolidated Credit now. 1-800-440-2181. 1-800-440-2181.
Hi, I'm Joey Reynolds. I got a brand new show. It starts on television after about 14 years on radio on NBC's New York Nonstop. It's called All Night. That's when we're on. Between midnight and 2, Monday through Friday. And what the show is called is All Night with Joey Reynolds. We're actually doing the show from the NASDAQ market site, which is at 43rd and Broadway in Times Square. This is a show worth staying up for, All Night with Joey Reynolds on NBC's New York Nonstop.
Computer problems? Not a problem for Computer Haven. At a loss at what to do when a computer malfunctions or that inevitable virus strikes? Then call the guys at Computer Haven, the safe place for all your computing needs. Experts in computer and laptop repair, upgrades, and new custom-built PC desktops and Macs. Give us a call today, 732-264-1100, or visit us at computerhaven-nj.com.
People outside that want you to grab your crotch. Isn't that what you do when you're doing these rap songs?
I'm trying to be a positive influence for kids, so I don't want to be portraying.
You want to be like Rihanna and
No, I don't want to be like a girl.
Are they all come? Do they all come from that same stable in Detroit? All these artists?
No, I believe Rihanna's actually from like Bahamas or Barbados.
Oh. They put them all together though, right? There's Rihanna and
yeah, they all
Eminem.
collaborating as artists.
Yeah, I've been watching them lately. I got an eye on them, and everybody's got some sort of a rhyme to it. You know, it's prose and poetry is what it is. Yeah. It's poetry in motion.
As far as lyrics?
Yeah, well, I mean that's what you're doing. You're doing a rhyme without reason.
Mm-hmm.
No,
well, actually, my rhyme has reason.
You have reason.
Yeah.
So you're from Staten Island. Are you mad at something?
No, I'm not mad. I'm a happy guy. I love life.
So what's the rap about then?
I rap about everything in life, everyday instances that could occur, whether it's relationships, friendships, hardships, good times in bed.
And are you having hit records? Is that it?
Well, what you had just heard is my single Miss NYC. I actually just signed a deal with Team Mansion Entertainment, and we got distribution with Universal, and we just filmed a music video for that. We got radio airplay. It's on iTunes, Amazon, Napster, Rhapsody, every online major retailer.
No Pandora?
It might be on Pandora,
Yeah,
actually. That's radio, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's distribution. So you're good. You're good.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
And I appreciate you being here tonight. Now, you know, we have Dr. Jerome Corsi here, who he's probably noticed my Obama jacket because he's the one who wrote Abomination.
And I admire it. It's very nice.
You like the?
Oh, it's
what do you like? The fabric?
Icon-like. It's got an icon look to it. Look at that.
I don't want to have to separate
Icon.
you two. I'll turn the studio around right now.
No, it's just fine. Look, it's an icon look.
So we have to find Obama's birth certificate. We still didn't find it.
That's my next book.
Are you still on that?
That's my next book. Absolutely.
And you know what he had also? I don't know if you know this or not, Critical, but he had the face of Jesus. You know, was on that cloth. And
yes,
Shroud of Turin.
I wrote a novel on the Shroud of Turin called The Shroud Codex. It did very well. I'm writing the screenplay for it right now.
You know, so he's into some interesting things. Obama's no birth certificate. Jesus, well, that's a novel, right? About that part that
you wrote? It's a novel. The Shroud Codex is a novel on the mystery of the Shroud of Turin, and which, of course, is reputed to be the burial cloth of Jesus, and it's a remarkable relic. I've seen it twice. I was in Turin when it was exhibited last year, and it's a remarkable relic to see. It's the holographic nature of the image. It's hard to imagine how the image was made. It's a remarkable, I really enjoyed writing the novel, The Shroud Codex, and maybe this year I'll write a second novel. I'm planning on it.
Well, you know, I had a woman in Mexico saw the face of Jesus on a tortilla.
Yes,
I don't know if you probably don't read the Weekly World
that
News.
was Jesus.
Our Lady of Guadalupe is probably a lot more interesting than the
there's a lot
tortilla.
of things that are novel in our society.
Yes.
Some things
Joey,
that are cunning,
I saw your face on a popcorner.
What?
I saw your face on a popcorner.
Yeah, no, this is not. This is popcorners.
That's what I said.
Yeah, not poppers, which I know you use.
Poppers, though. Yeah. Well, you know, when I'm having a bad day.
Yeah. All right, now we got to have another performance by. Jesus God, I feel like Ed Sullivan tonight.
We have a very big shoe.
Here's Kristen.
Please welcome the Beatles.
And is this another Dusty Springfield song?
Yes.
Yes. I'm a preacher, son of a preacher man. Okay.
Her most well-known
so,
song, I think.
Kristen, you'll see her over at Joe's Pub on Sunday, right?
Joe's Pub, March 4th, Friday.
March 4th. On what day?
7:30 p.m. March 4th.
What day is it?
Friday.
Friday. Okay, here she is.
7:30 p.m. Joe'sPub.com.
Billy Ray was a preacher's son when his daddy would visit and come along. When they gathered round and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Through the back roads we go walking. Then he'd look into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Ooh, yes, he was. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. Then he started sweet talking to me. He'd come and tell me everything is alright. He'd kiss and tell me everything is alright. Then we'll steal away again tonight. The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Ooh, yes, he was. That was in his eyes, stealing kisses for me on the slide, taking time to make time, telling me that it's all mine, learning from each other's knowing, looking to see how much we've grown. I'm the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Oh, yes, he was. Yes, he was. Man, yes, he was. He was. Oh, Lord, yes, he was.
Whoa, powerful. Son of a Preacher Man, the Dusty Springfield song. And Kirsten, thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Thank you very much.
We'll take a break, be right back.
Hi, I'm fitness celebrity Jennifer Nicole. And if you're busy like me, then stay tuned because I'm excited to share with you the most innovative piece of exercise equipment ever.
Introducing the Ab Circle Pro, the fastest, easiest way to have the flat washboard abs and the sexy V shape you've always wanted.
Are you struggling to lose those love handles nobody loves? Now there's a machine so advanced, it targets your entire core, upper, middle, and lower abs, and even your obliques, all in one circular motion as it aerobically burns fat in just minutes a day.
The secret is the Ab Circle Pro combines cardio and abs to burn fat, while its unique friction-free track uses the momentum of gravity to target your entire midsection in a full circular motion, firing your core like no other machine has ever done. You'll firm and flatten your stomach in just weeks, not months. We guarantee it. Best of all, it's fun and easy and takes just 3 minutes a day. And watch this. Simply remove the pin, and the Ab Circle Pro becomes a fat-burning bun and thigh machine.
On the Ab Circle Pro, I lost almost 3 dress sizes in a few short weeks.
With the Ab Circle Pro system, I've now lost 60 pounds, I feel great, and I'm one hot mama.
And now, through this exclusive TV offer, the Ab Circle Pro can be yours to try in your home for 30 days for just $14.95. And if you call within the next 10 minutes, we'll send you Jennifer Nicole's complete Lose Your Love Handle system, which includes our 3-minute express workout and nutritional guide, absolutely free. That's everything you need to transform that body from flab to ab.
You have nothing to lose but inches, so pick up the phone and call now.
Call 1-800-709-1301 to try Ab Circle Pro for $14.95 plus shipping with credit card order. Call now for a free upgrade to priority processing so you'll get your Ab Circle system in 7 to 10 days or less. That's 1-800-709-1301. Call now.
We don't have a lot of time, so Steve, you got to talk fast. Steve
Oh,
Scott,
fast?
come on, Steve. Let's go.
So that's my point.
Yeah. I love everything you just said.
I know.
So do you have Obama's birth certificate?
Yes, I do. It's in my pocket.
So Jerry, you got a book you're going to write on it?
Yes, it'll be out on May 17th. Where's the birth certificate? It's called.
Why do you care?
I'm an investigative reporter. I'm happy to believe Obama was born in Hawaii.
Well, you saw the short form.
Why can't we see the long form hospital generated certificate?
Because that'll cost you.
We'll pay. Why is that a national security document that no one can see?
But the question we were asking is if the government has accepted it as okay and the man is president, why even,
Well, it's going to become an issue in the next, I think several states are in the process of passing laws to see birth credentials for the candidate in 2012 to be on the ballot.
Right.
And again, there's a lot of documents withheld. Passport records, travel records, school records. Barack Obama's just released almost no documents, and I don't think he'll be reelected without doing so.
Well, on his third term.
His third term.
They're probably going to
His third term.
Bloomberg term.
His wife is already talking about running,
Well, that's fine. She might do a good job.
That's fine.
Oh, God. I thought we were going to have Bush's kids in there. Where this is going.
If this had been an issue with Bush, it would
come
have been
on. We
pursued
talk
as
about
well.
having a country that's screwed up.
Oh, well.
Guess what, folks? I'm back.
Yeah, no, I don't mean because of picking on any candidate. I'm just saying we really have to get our act together with something.
Yeah.
So therefore I recommend that we have Oprah. Get it
Oprah
over
probably
with.
a good idea.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, you know what
That's
I think?
probably
I
a good
think
idea.
today's political pundits are what televangelists were back in the 80s. It's like the same thing. It's just, believe in us, our product, and you'll live a long life.
It's a very easy issue to solve. All Barack Obama has to do is release the documents and the issue goes away.
Yeah, but then you don't get a book.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay with me. I'm happy to pass on the book.
He's trying to help you.
I'll be happy to pass.
Are you critical about this?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening to everything you guys are saying.
He's going to write a rap about this.
To me, I personally don't care if he was born here or not, as long as he can run this country in a good way.
Run this country?
Yeah.
You know anybody who could run this country?
No, but they're trying, right?
Yeah, they're trying.
It's a constitutional requirement, so millions of people do care. It's a detail, but it is in the Constitution.
Dr. Jerry Corsi, thank you for being here
Thank
tonight,
you.
and we look forward to your brand new revelation, whatever it is.
It'll be another firefight.
He was born in
I'm
Staten
sure.
Island.
And Kritikal, your CD, which is called what?
My single is called Miss NYC, and it's available on iTunes and every online major retailer. And they can find me also at krtnyc.com.
If I could remember all that, you initial dropper, I would probably go to it immediately. And Stephen Scott, you're going to be where?
StephenScott.tv, not .com, because some plumber from Jersey took that, so until he dies, I have .tv. I got clubs and dates in the city, and go check the calendar and come visit and see a show.
All right, now, Buddy Love, remember we talked about Sheila a little while ago?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to do it for us tonight, right, you guys? You all set? All right, now, in the band tonight is Doug Kazam. Should give everybody's name here. Hi, Doug. Wave your hands. Come on. Joey Kelly, Scott Schiller, Rick Surratt, and also Dave Stoller. Right? We got everybody?
Yes, sir.
Like I said, we don't have everybody, but here's the Buddy Love group, and here's Sheila.
You know, Joey, we were going to do this for you when you were on the radio station, but we wound up promoting the album for you, the new album. So this is one we owe to you, and we hope you like it. This is Sheila.
From a window, I could feel her, From a window, little Sheila, ooh, little Sheila, do run, de run, ooh, little Sheila's got the radio on. It's on my favorite station, and it's almost summer vacation. On the beach I saw her, can't ignore her anymore. I saw it coming, had me running to your door. They say I don't need you, but it's not true. Then again, from a window, I can feel her. From a window, little Sheila, ooh, little Sheila, do run, de run, ooh, little Sheila's got the radio on. It's on my favorite station, and it's almost summer vacation. 6 star in my hand, go girls, they understand. It's hard pot for hard times, and I've got Sheila on my mind. Sheila lives on the radio. She got her very own rock and roll show. You and I call her on the request line. Little Sheila is mine, oh mine. From a window, I can feel her. From a window, little Sheila, ooh, little Sheila, do run, de run, ooh, little Sheila's got the radio on. It's on my favorite station. That's for you, Joey.
Happy birthday to Carlos Sabatino. And thank you all for listening to us. It's Carlos Pizzano's birthday? Wrong Carl.
Both their
Let
birthdays.
a smile be your umbrella, but don't get a mouthful of rain.
There are 13,000 cabs in New York City, but there's only one that pays you. Climb into the cash cab and I will quiz you all the way to your destination. As the meter clicks, the questions get harder and the stakes get higher. If you get stumped, you can shout out for help on the phone or off the street. But be careful, because in this rig, it's 3 strikes and you're out. So what do you say?
1 year so you can lower your monthly costs and get everything you need to keep connected. Call 855-352-0600. Then put more power into the triple play with the extra speed of Roadrunner Turbo. Order Roadrunner Turbo and your upgrade to Turbo is free for the first year. Want even more? Add Showtime for lots of great channels, including Showtime On Demand. Order it now and get your first year free. Your digital life made easy and affordable with the Time Warner Cable Triple Play. Get super value with 3 great services, each just $33 a month. Call 855-352-0600.
Oprah, one-on-one with former President George W. Bush.
Been a long time.
Where you been?
And he sits down with his parents. I look inside their Kennebunkport compound.
Next Oprah.
Today at 4, right here on ABC7.
This question was worth $100,000 in 2007. At a rate of 40 words a minute, about how long would it take a person to type the Gettysburg Address? 3 minutes, 7 minutes, 11 minutes, 15 minutes. Stay tuned for the answer.
Let me cut to the chase. I'm looking for something to help take care of what Medicare doesn't pay for. But I don't want to spend more than I have to. A little help, please?
How about this? AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, are competitively priced in your area. Medicare doesn't pay for everything. These supplemental insurance plans help pay for some of those out-of-pocket costs. That could save you up to thousands of dollars a year. And with competitive rates, these plans might be right for you.
I like where you're going with this.
Call now for your free information kit and Medicare guide. These are the only plans of their kind endorsed by AARP. And if you're new to Medicare or rethinking your current supplemental insurance plan, these rates are competitive and could be worth a look.
Now that's the kind of help I like.
Call now for your free information about AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company.
Welcome back to Millionaire. The answer to that $100,000 question was 7 minutes. And joining me now is David Hankins from Cambridge, Massachusetts, where he's a Harvard pre-med student, so you must work very hard.
Never stop, Meredith.
Never stop.
Yep.
So this is a little bit of a break for you then.
Yeah, it's like a vacation being here on the stage like this. Yeah. Perfectly at ease here.
This will be great. Take a look at the money in round 1.
Okay.
All right, now computer, please randomize the money. Okay, we've hidden all that. Let's take a look at the categories for your questions. Computers, please randomize the questions.